Hello and happy 2026 to you. My name is Hannah Jacob, and I am a kids ministry content creator and also a just fellow Christian like you guys. And so, if you are checking this out, I would like to spend a few minutes to not waste your time, but basically give you a 2026 that is worth your time and you squeeze every moment out of it. My desire for this is that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, and I really want you to invest that time wisely, not foolishly, but wisely. So I want to recommend these books in order to help you be a more effective kids ministry leader by the teams that you lead, to be a better kids ministry leader in the kids that you're teaching the Bible to, and also to just be better in your own health personally this year. So this first book that I want to recommend is the smallest out of all of them, and also honestly the one that I took the most out of in all areas. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book has been out for a long time, like at least 100 years. And I recommend this one because when we're leading teams, when we're leading kids, when we're leading our own families, Dale Carnegie basically goes through all the things that makes us a great leader and just a great person in general. And so I recommend you read this book, especially if you are leading large groups in kids ministry, if you're leading volunteers. And this book is broken up into 4 different parts. The first part is the fundamental techniques of handling people. This could also be handling kids and applying it to our ministry. 6 ways to make people like you. That works for if you are a leader. You got to be likable too in order to have people join your ministry and work alongside you. Part 3 is how to win people to your way of thinking. And part 4, be a leader, how to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. The goal in this is to not manipulate people. No, 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 no. The goal is to not manipulate people. The goal is to lead people. And so if you are a leader, I recommend that book to you highly. If you are a leader of kids, whether it's 1 kid or 10 or 100, I recommend that book as well. This brings me to another book that has significantly helped me in goal planning, but also in prayer, honestly. It is the Bullet Journal Method by Ryder Carroll. I got this book out of curiosity because I thought I should get into prayer journaling. And so I found it at my local library, which I do not think this man is a believer. Dale's and this book, take it with a grain of salt. It's not like I'm endorsing every single word that's said. But in Bullet Journal Method, Ryder Carroll just explains how his brain works, how his brain functioned. I have never been, and I feel like I never will be, a person who writes out every single thought that I have. Even in high school, I was like, nope, my siblings do not need that ammo and to find all my thoughts on paper. No, that's not safe. But I will keep track of what is important to me. So some of the things that Ryder Carroll suggests in just hobbies and just ways to just keep track of your life. And the idea is you want to track your past, order the present, and design the future. So if you are feeling overwhelmed with your home ministry and just taking care of your home, if you're feeling overwhelmed in your kids ministry, or just if you're feeling overwhelmed in general, take this book, read it, find ways from all these other people on how they, I hit my elbow hard, funny bone, how they track the past, how they order the present, and they design the future. And I will show you my journal in a different book. But if this is something that's interesting to you, check it out. The next one I recommend is because we are working with kids, we have to know how to work with kids. And so I got this book from my friend. Thanks, Melissa. Parenting with Love and Logic. It has been out for a while. It's by Foster Cline and Jim Fay. I have recommended a different book that I have from Jim Fay's son, actually. But Parenting with Love and Logic is awesome. It is a Christian book. I highly recommend it. There's some things where, nowadays a lot of people are just wanting to talk down so much on the next generation, just saying things like, these kids, they got no attention span and all these kids got tablets nowadays and just negative things. Our God, He is slow to anger, abounding in love and mercy, just like our Lord. Be slow to anger, abounding in love and mercy. Great tools fantastic verbiage and scripts for you to keep for when you feel disrespected as a parent, when a kid's disrespecting, anything else, you name it, they have a script for it. It is fantastic because we are teaching kids to be the next Jesus followers. We want to model that, but we also want to model Christ correctly to the kids. So if you're working with kids and you have kids, I recommend this book, Parenting with Love and Logic. The last book that I have to recommend to you today is a cookbook, because if we are not taking care of our bodies, we will not be able to keep up with the kids. And so this book I recommend to you, I got in April last year, and I baked, I prepped. I have cooked almost every recipe in here except for the ones that I have severe allergies for. I have a coconut allergy, so I could not cook anything with coconut in this cookbook, but everything else was made. I made everything in this book, and it is phenomenal. It is called So Easy, So Good by Kylie. And then her last name is Sakaida. She is Hawaiian Japanese, and I love Asian food, and I love easy food, and I love nutritious food, but don't tell my kids that. I'm trying to get them to eat more vegetables. But this cookbook has gone a long way. The first half, Kylie just teaches you how to buy food. She teaches you what foods to buy and why to buy it. I started buying a lot more frozen vegetables because of this book, because she is a nutritionist. And she also loves things that are low prep and less hassle. And a lot of her recipes can be doubled. Or if you see a vegetable in there and you're like, I hate that vegetable with a passion, Kylie tells you what vegetables to substitute it with. It is phenomenal. It has saved me the week of VBS. I highly, highly recommend that you get this. If you have somebody else in a ministry where they're trying to eat healthy, but they feel like they don't have the time, the energy, or the know-how, recommend this book to them as well. It's so easy, so good. And let this be the year where you take back your nutrition and your health. And it starts with eating healthy. I would go to the gym like 5 times a week, and I still wouldn't feel that great. And once I decided to start eating clean again was when I found that I had the most energy and could outlast my kids during the day. And I have 3 kids. So I highly recommend these 4 books to you this year. And if you read any of these, or if you've read it and you want to recommend it to somebody else, or even recommend maybe like the disclosure for some of these books that I might have forgotten, like, hey, with that book, just remember that this person, believes in this. So watch out. But anyways, all that to say is I love these 4 books. They have helped me a lot all of 2025. And I am hoping that they help you for 2026. Also, a quick announcement. If you are interested in doing a live workshop with me, I am teaching a workshop on Friday, and it is February the 23rd, I believe. I will have the exact dates below. But Friday the 23rd, I'll be teaching a workshop on how to do graphic design for kids ministries. If you have anybody who's interested in doing that, this conference is free and it is live streamed online. So there's no worries about you getting a hotel, a rental car, driving to the location, paying for registration. This is a free conference that is online, which means you can wake up in the morning, drop your kids off at school, and then find a cozy spot to just live stream this. It is awesome. I did it last year and I couldn't believe at how easy it was and how convenient it was. So I'm teaching the workshop. Like I said, the main sessions, the speakers are phenomenal. So many people who know how to work with kids, who know how to teach the Bible, who have their PhDs and all of this, so smart people. I'm not one of the insanely smart people, but I just know my trade and I want to share it with more people in order to get the gospel out there. So if that's you and you're interested in doing that, it is in February. I will send a link down below. That way you can sign up with my link, and it's free. If you want all the recordings, because there are some really good workshops, you can do a level up membership for you signing up. Because remember, it's free for everybody. But if you want all the recordings, you can sign up for that as well. And it's just a short fat fee. I believe it's like around $30. But thank you for all that you do for kids. Don't give up and keep on going out there and squeezing those Sundays for all they got. Have a great weekend. Bye.